Let me start with a hard truth most people never hear in a doctor's office. Some of the most effective remedies for men over 60 can't be found in a prescription bottle, and that's exactly why you don't hear about them. Not because they don't work. Not because they're unproven. But because they can't be owned. You see, in modern healthcare, especially here in America, if something can't be patented, it rarely gets promoted. If it grows from the ground, if it's already inside your body, or if it comes from your daily habits, it doesn't make money. And if it doesn't make money, it gets pushed to the sidelines. Silenced. Labeled as alternative. As if nature is some fringe idea, instead of the original pharmacy we've always had access to. So what happens? A man turns 60. His energy dips. His joints ache. His sleep falters. His testosterone drops. He goes to the doctor, and what does he get? A pill for pain. A pill for sleep. A pill for blood pressure. A pill for libido. A pill for anxiety about all the other pills. But no one tells him, have you walked barefoot in the grass today? Have you spent 10 minutes in the morning sun? Are you breathing deeply before bed? Did anyone check your magnesium or zinc levels? Why not? Because there's no billion-dollar company behind sunlight. There's no marketing budget for ginger root. There's no lobbyist pushing leafy greens to Congress. And yet, these natural remedies have more clinical backing than most people realize. They reduce inflammation. They improve sleep. They support hormones. They calm the nervous system. They restore energy, not by forcing your body, but by supporting it. But here's the catch, natural remedies don't create addiction. They create awareness. And awareness isn't profitable. Because the moment you realize your body was designed to heal, you become harder to sell to. So if you've ever felt like the system didn't really care about your root cause, if you've been handed prescriptions without conversations, if you've been dismissed for asking about food, sleep, sunlight, or supplements, it's not your fault. And you're not crazy. You've simply been taught that healing only happens in a bottle. But your body? It was wired for more. And what comes next is a reminder of what you were never told, but always had access to. Let's take a walk through your typical day. You wake up feeling tired, even after 7 or 8 hours in bed. Your knees ache a little when you get up. You drink your coffee, hoping for a spark. But by mid-morning, your mind's already foggy. You get through the afternoon with a snack or another cup. And by evening, you're either wired or too exhausted to enjoy anything. Sound familiar? These aren't just signs of aging. They're signals, and your body's been whispering them for years. But what if I told you, every one of those symptoms has a natural remedy, one that's been dismissed not because it's weak, but because it's free, effective, and doesn't come with a copay? Let's walk through 5 of the most common symptoms I hear from men over 60, and the powerful natural fixes they were never told about. Brain 1. Brain fog and low focus. Symptom. You forget what you walked into the room for. Reading takes more effort. Conversations don't click. What you were told, it's normal for your age. What you weren't told, checkmark B vitamins, especially B12, are crucial for memory and brain function, and many men are deficient without knowing it. Checkmark lion's mane mushroom, clinically shown to support nerve regeneration and cognitive clarity. Checkmark cold water face splashes in the morning can stimulate the vagus nerve and increase alertness naturally, no caffeine needed. Sleeping. 2. Poor sleep or restless nights symptom. You wake up multiple times a night. Light sleep. Unrefreshed in the morning. What you were told. Try this pill. What you weren't told. Checkmark magnesium glycinate, a simple mineral that calms your nervous system and improves deep sleep quality. Checkmark evening breathwork, just 4-7-8 breathing for 2 minutes can lower cortisol and help you fall asleep faster. Checkmark no screens after 9 p.m. plus warm feet equals deeper sleep. Sounds simple, but it works. Biceps. 3. Joint pain and inflammation symptom. Stiff knees, aching hands, tight hips, worse in the morning. What you were told. Take NSAIDs or try a gel. What you weren't told. Checkmark turmeric plus black pepper, proven to lower systemic inflammation when taken daily. Checkmark ginger tea, as effective as ibuprofen in some cases, without the gut damage. Checkmark gentle movement first thing in the morning. A 5-minute stretch resets fluid in your joints and eases pain naturally. Collision 4. Low libido or testosterone drop. Symptom. Less drive, less energy, less confidence. What you were told. Try a testosterone booster. What you weren't told. Checkmark zinc plus vitamin D are essential for hormone production, and most men over 60 are low in both. Checkmark weight-bearing movement, even carrying a basket or doing push-ups, sends a signal to boost testosterone naturally. Checkmark sunlight before 10 a.m., boosts dopamine and regulates the hormonal rhythm that supports libido. Battery 5. Energy dips and afternoon crashes. Symptom. You feel okay in the morning, but crash hard around 2 to 3 p.m. What you were told. That's just aging. Take it easy. What you weren't told. Checkmark hydration first thing in the morning. Warm water plus sea salt supports adrenal function and steadier energy. Checkmark balanced protein plus fat breakfast, keeps blood sugar stable and prevents the crash. Checkmark 10-minute post-lunch walks, stimulate circulation and improve insulin sensitivity. None of this is theory. None of this is fringe. And none of this comes from a commercial. These are real, research-backed practices that support the very symptoms most men are medicated for, without the side effects, the cost, or the loss of self-trust. Your body is not broken. It's under-supported. And now, you know where to begin. Let's make something clear, natural remedies aren't soft. They're scientific. But the kind of science they follow isn't always the one you see in commercials. It's not about quick fixes or instant relief. It's about biological alignment, working with your body's systems instead of overriding them. And that's exactly what the pharmaceutical model struggles to replicate. Let's walk through what natural remedies do, that pills simply can't match. Herb 1. They speak the body's original language. Your body evolved over millions of years, surrounded by plants, minerals, light, temperature shifts, and movement. Sunlight on your skin doesn't just feel good, it triggers vitamin D production, hormone regulation, and mood elevation. Turmeric doesn't just reduce pain, it modulates inflammatory pathways, gently and sustainably, without gut damage. Magnesium isn't just a sleep aid, it's required in over 300 biochemical reactions, from muscle repair to nerve function. Pharma tries to mimic these effects, but nature speaks the dialect your cells already understand. Repeat button 2. They work with cycles, not against them. Natural healing honors rhythm. Sleep follows light, hormones rise and fall with movement. Digestion depends on timing, and calm healing happens in rest, not reaction. When you use natural inputs like sunlight, breath, whole foods, stillness, and movement, you're not forcing change. You're reminding your body how it was designed to operate. Medications often override these rhythms, blocking, stimulating, or suppressing signals. That can help short-term, but long-term, your system gets confused. Nature? It realigns, so your energy, mood, and strength come back from within. Brain 3. They affect more than just one system. Take turmeric, for example. Pharma isolates. This molecule reduces inflammation. But turmeric also supports liver detox, boosts antioxidant status, improves joint mobility, may even support brain function. That's what nature does, multi-system synergy. Same with walking outdoors. You're not just burning calories, you're improving circulation, calming your nervous system, syncing your circadian rhythm, and lowering cortisol. A drug may target one symptom. A natural habit supports the whole man. DNA 4. They help your body heal, not just cope. Most medications manage dysfunction. But natural remedies, when used with consistency and intention, support your body's ability to repair itself. That's the real difference. Because healing isn't something you buy. It's something you create, through behavior, nourishment, connection, and rhythm. And no pill on earth can replace that. So the next time someone calls your turmeric tea or barefoot walk, woo-woo, just smile. Because what you're doing is not soft. It's cell-deep science. It's biology before branding. And it works. Nature doesn't rush, but it never fails to respond. And your body is proof. Frank was 67 when he first came to see me. He had that polite, tired kind of energy. The handshake was firm, but his eyes told a different story. "I'm on 5 medications," he said. 1 for blood pressure. 1 for sleep. 1 for joint pain. 1 for acid reflux. And 1, I honestly don't remember what it's for anymore. He wasn't angry. He wasn't bitter. But he was tired, not just physically, emotionally. Tired of feeling like every part of him was managed by a label, a refill, a quiet shrug from the doctor's office. What he wanted wasn't magic. "Doc, I don't want to feel 30, I just want to feel like I'm in charge again." So we started small. No pressure, no sudden changes. Just a reset, one signal at a time. Week 1 morning reset. Before his coffee, Frank drank a glass of warm water with lemon and sea salt. He swapped his toast and jam for eggs and spinach. He took a 5-minute walk around the block. No meds change. But his body noticed. "I didn't crash by 11 a.m. That's new," he said. Week 2 evening rituals. He began shutting off screens by 9 p.m. He stretched for 5 minutes. Sipped magnesium tea. Breathed in for 4, held for 7, exhaled for 8. 3 nights in, he slept straight through, first time in months. "I thought I had insomnia," he said. "Turns out I just had habits that kept me awake." Week 4 less pain, less pills. With permission from his doctor, Frank cut his joint pain meds in half. Why? Because ginger tea, turmeric, and movement were doing something the pills never did. Supporting his whole system, not just masking the pain. "I still feel my knees," he said. "But they don't own me anymore." Week 6 1 prescription down. His sleep med? Gone. His energy? Returning. His appetite? Back. His mood? Calmer. He didn't do anything extreme. Number 5 a.m. workouts. No $300 supplements. Just water. Light. Protein. Breath. And the belief that his body wasn't broken, just forgotten. Frank didn't quit medicine out of pride. He stepped away because he finally had something better, trust in his own biology. "I didn't stop trusting doctors," he told me. "I just started listening to my body, too, and that made all the difference." So if you're where Frank was, managed but not alive, medicated but not restored, don't do everything. Don't rush. Just begin, like he did. Because the moment you stop outsourcing your healing, you'll feel something deeper begin to return. Not youth. Not perfection. But agency. And that's what strength really feels like. You don't need to go off the grid. You don't need to live in the woods or blend herbs in your kitchen at 4 a.m. But if you're over 60, and you're tired of depending on pills to feel like yourself, then it's time to remember the remedies that were never broken, just forgotten. These aren't trends. They're human. They're what your body was designed to work with. And when used consistently, they help restore strength, energy, clarity, and calm from the inside out. Here are 7 natural remedies every man should reclaim, not because they're new, but because they work. Sun Face 1. Morning sunlight, the original hormone reset. Just 10 minutes of direct morning light on your skin and eyes can increase testosterone, balance your circadian rhythm, and improve sleep quality. No screens, no sunglasses. Just step outside within 30 minutes of waking. You can't bottle the sun, but your biology still needs it. Leafy Green 2. Magnesium, the mineral that keeps you steady. Most men over 60 are deficient. And that deficiency shows up as poor sleep, muscle cramps, anxiety, and low energy. Solution? Add leafy greens, spinach, chard, pumpkin seeds, or a magnesium glycinate supplement at night. Your strength can't return if your cells are depleted. Man in lotus position 3. Breathwork, your free nervous system reset. Before sleep or when stress rises, try this. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Just 2 minutes. It lowers cortisol, lowers blood pressure, and shifts your body into recovery mode. Calm isn't passive, it's powerful. And it starts with your breath. Hot beverage 4. Turmeric and ginger, anti-inflammation without a pill. These 2 herbs together reduce joint pain, support digestion, and lower systemic inflammation. Steep in hot water for 10 minutes. Drink like tea, daily. Or add them to meals with a pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. Nature gave you painkillers, you just forgot where to find them. Foot 5. Grounding, real contact with the earth. Take off your shoes. Stand or walk barefoot on grass, dirt, or sand for 5 to 10 minutes. This practice, backed by emerging science, reduces inflammation, calms the nervous system, and improves sleep. Your body was built in contact with the earth, not rubber soles and concrete. Ice 6. Cold water on the face, vagus nerve activation. Splash cold water on your face for 30 seconds in the morning. It stimulates your vagus nerve, the master switch of your nervous system, and increases alertness naturally. Use it during moments of fatigue or stress. No caffeine needed. You don't need to wake up with a pill, just a splash of nature, cooking. 7. Zinc plus vitamin D, the forgotten hormonal fuel. Zinc supports testosterone. Vitamin D supports energy, mood, and immunity. Together, they're essential, and most men over 60 are low in both. Food sources: oysters, eggs, sardines, mushrooms, sunlight. Or supplement if needed, but always with a real food foundation. Your hormones don't need hacks. They need minerals, sunlight, and nourishment. Hammer and wrench. Final thought: none of these remedies are revolutionary. They don't sell out on Amazon. They won't trend on TV. But they work. Not because they're dramatic, but because they support your body's original blueprint. You don't need new solutions, you just need to return to what your body never stopped asking for. Start with 1. Then 2. Then build your own rhythm. Because when you stack these habits, even gently, you stop chasing healing, and you start living it. Let's be honest, the moment you start doing things differently, people will notice. And not always in a supportive way. You'll make one simple change: drinking turmeric tea instead of reaching for the pill, walking in the sun instead of staying inside, and someone will say, "That's not going to do anything. You're just getting older. Why not just take the medicine?" It could be a friend, a doctor, even your own inner voice. And that's when it happens, the resistance. Not from your body, but from your conditioning. From the world around you. From decades of being told that healing only comes from a pharmacy, not from within. Brain, the doubt will come. You'll have a day where you feel tired again. You'll wonder if the natural path is too slow. You'll question whether those small rituals, the sunlight, the stretching, the deep breathing, are worth it. But remember this: the fact that your healing isn't instant is proof that it's real. You're not covering symptoms anymore. You're rewiring your system. You're creating change that starts on a cellular level and ripples into your hormones, your focus, your identity. That kind of change takes consistency, not perfection. No mouth face. The world won't always cheer you on. We live in a culture that glorifies quick fixes. Take this. Buy that. Suppress the symptom. So when you choose natural rhythms over synthetic speed, you're stepping outside that current. And sometimes that will feel lonely. But it's also powerful. Because every time you choose stillness over stimulation, every time you breathe instead of react, eat to nourish instead of numb, Rest to restore instead of collapse. You're rewriting the story of what aging looks like. For yourself. And for the people watching you. Hammer and wrench real healing doesn't always feel like winning, sometimes it feels like slowing down. Letting go. Trusting a process that doesn't scream, but whispers, you're safe. You're healing. Keep going. Because what's on the other side of that resistance is not just energy or clarity, it's ownership. Not needing anyone to save you. Not relying on 5 prescriptions to feel like yourself. Not waiting for permission to live like a man again. Speech balloon. One more thing: if the world tells you, it's all in your head, tell it back. Exactly. And now I'm in charge of it. If someone laughs at your turmeric, your bare feet, your breathwork, let them. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're trying to feel alive again, without side effects, without shame, and without a system that forgot who you are. You're not rebelling. You're returning. To rhythm. To strength. To clarity. And most of all, to yourself. So when the resistance comes, don't stop. Because healing isn't just possible. It's already in motion. Somewhere along the way, you were taught that your body couldn't be trusted. That if you're tired, you need caffeine. If you're in pain, you need a pill. If you're anxious, sedate it. If you're aging, manage it. But here's the truth I've seen again and again with the men I work with: you're not broken. You've just been outsourced. Outsourced to prescriptions. Outsourced to quick fixes. Outsourced to a system that profits when you doubt your own biology. And that doubt runs deep. So deep that when your body sends a signal, you assume it's a malfunction, not a message. Prohibited. We were trained to distrust ourselves. When you can't sleep, you're told, take something. When you lose energy, you're told, it's just age. When you feel off, you're told, your labs are fine, must be in your head. Every one of those moments chips away at the idea that maybe, just maybe, your body is speaking to you. But it is. It always has been. You just haven't had space to listen. Until now. Compass. Your body was never the problem. Pain? It's not betrayal, it's information. Fatigue? Not weakness, just a need for restoration. Brain fog? Not failure, but maybe inflammation, dehydration, or lack of movement. Your body is not here to sabotage you. It's doing its best with what it's been given. And when you begin to respond with nourishment, rest, breath, and movement, instead of suppression, you start to feel something you haven't felt in a long time: trust. Anti-clockwise arrows. Trust that rebuilds from the inside out. Trust that your legs still want to carry you, that your breath can calm you, that your food can energize you, that your mind can focus again, that your hands can still build something steady, that you can wake up and feel like yourself. Not perfect. Not invincible. But present. And presence is power. Light bulb. This isn't about rejecting medicine, it's about returning to partnership. Let the doctors help. But don't forget that you help too. With what you eat. How you move. How you speak to yourself. How you breathe before bed. That's not alternative, that's foundational. You were born with the tools to feel strong. They didn't go away. They just got buried beneath a system that sold you doubt. Now? You're digging them back up. And that is how you start to lead your health again. You don't need a 20-step plan. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. And you definitely don't need more pressure. What you need is rhythm. A steady, simple protocol that gently tells your body, you are supported. You are safe. You are rebuilding. Because healing isn't about intensity. It's about consistency. And the most powerful natural protocols I've seen are the ones that men over 60 can actually do, and want to keep doing. This isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a baseline that makes you feel steady, in your body, in your mind, and in your life. Here's what that can look like. Sun face morning, wake with intention. Checkmark 1. Warm water with sea salt. Hydration plus minerals equals adrenal support and better blood pressure control. Start your day with life, not caffeine. Checkmark 2. Natural light within 30 minutes. Step outside for 5 to 10 minutes. This resets your circadian rhythm, supports hormone production, and boosts your mood. Checkmark 3. 20 to 30 grams of protein for breakfast. 2 eggs, Greek yogurt. Protein smoothie. You're not skipping, you're fueling the rebuild. Checkmark 4. 1 movement that signals strength. Counter push-ups, lifting a heavy object, or a 10-minute walk. Simple, intentional motion, not exercise for the sake of it. You're not working out, you're reminding your body it's still needed. Sun midday, ground and sustain. Checkmark 1. Post-lunch walk, 5 to 10 minutes. Aids digestion, improves insulin sensitivity, and keeps the afternoon fog away. Checkmark 2. Zinc or magnesium-rich food. Pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, or sardines. Whole food mineral intake is healing from the inside. Checkmark 3. Digital pause. 1 moment of screen-free stillness. Close your eyes. Breathe. Come back to your body. Healing isn't always action. Sometimes it's less noise. Crescent moon evening, prepare for deep rest. Checkmark 1. Stop screens 60 minutes before bed. Blue light destroys melatonin. Swap Netflix for a quiet book, music, or silence. Checkmark 2. Breathwork or gentle stretching. 2 minutes. 4-7-8 breathing. Unwinds your nervous system and lets your body shift into recovery mode. Checkmark 3. Magnesium or herbal tea. Magnesium glycinate or chamomile tea signals your body to repair, not just collapse. Checkmark 4. Sleep in total darkness. This isn't biohacking. It's basic. Darkness equals melatonin equals deep, healing sleep. Weekly add-ons: barefoot walking, grounding, 1 to 2 by per week cold face splash or shower, resets alertness, tones vagus nerve reflective journaling. What made me feel strong this week? Connection, call a friend. Make eye contact. Laugh. You're a human being, not just a system. The result? This protocol doesn't spike your adrenaline. It doesn't drain your willpower. It doesn't pretend to be glamorous. But it does something better. It gives your body what it actually needs. And your body, even at 60, 70, or 80, responds beautifully when given the right rhythm. So start slow. Stack 1 piece at a time. And let your biology remember what it was made for: balance, strength, restoration, and presence. You don't need a revolution. You just need a rhythm. If you've made it this far, you already know this wasn't just about remedies. It wasn't about turmeric or breathwork or sunlight. This was about something deeper. Reclaiming the belief that your body was never broken, only buried beneath years of noise, pressure, and doubt. Because healing isn't something you buy off a shelf. It's something you allow. It's something you earn. It's something you choose, over and over, in small, quiet ways. And no one can sell that to you. Because it's already inside you. The system was never built for this. The truth is, the medical system isn't designed to make you feel whole. It's built to manage symptoms, sell solutions, keep things moving. But the kind of healing you're doing now? Getting sunlight before coffee, fueling with purpose instead of skipping meals, breathing with intention instead of reacting in stress, moving your body because it deserves to be remembered. That kind of healing? It doesn't make headlines. It doesn't fill stock portfolios. But it fills you. With energy. With steadiness. With a version of strength that doesn't need to be proven, because you can feel it in your bones. Brain, you were always meant to lead this. You are not just a patient. You are not just a list of conditions. You are a man with agency. With rhythm. With breath and backbone and quiet wisdom that no prescription could ever replace. And when you live from that place, you stop waiting for someone to fix you. You begin tending to your own fire. Because healing isn't a race back to youth. It's a return to dignity. And dignity can't be outsourced. Megaphone, share this with a man who needs to remember there's someone you know, a friend, a brother, a father, who's feeling lost in a sea of symptoms, tired of feeling like a number in a system and wondering if there's still a way back to himself. He doesn't need more pills. He needs permission to trust his body again. And maybe this message is how that begins. So if this spoke to you, comment, "Nature heals," below. And send this to just one man who's ready to feel strong again, naturally. Your healing can't be bought. But it can be shared. And it starts with you.